What's up guys, Cory Barlog just put out a tweet that has a lot of fans questioning if work on the sequel has begun. But before we get into it, I want to talk about a poll I put out. Last night I put up a poll saying, do you think the sequel to God of War will be on the PS4 and the PS5? Here is your responses. Right now the poll is 40-60, and damn, this is a very close poll. I think this is the closest poll I've put out in a while. You guys seem very divided on it, and thank you to everybody who actually said something in the polls. But let's get right into the video. Cory Barlog, if you don't know, is a director for the newest God of War game. He took the God of War series and flipped it on its head and made something amazing. The story is amazing, and you can tell hundreds of hours went into the game alone. God of War has become the fastest selling PlayStation exclusive ever, and recently Sony came out with an article saying that God of War helped push millions of PS4s, and now the game is actually regarded a perfect game. Just last night, Cory put up a tweet that is making a lot of fans believe he's now beginning to start the process of creating the sequel. He put out a tweet saying the following: I have pretty much had my brain in stasis during my time off, but today I did a 4-hour script notes discussion. This part of the tweet made so many fans just start talking about a sequel, and people are really happy to see him talk about a sequel because of a 4-hour script note discussion that was this mentally draining. Now, I'm not saying this tweet is referring to a God of War sequel, as this could be for any number of projects. It can be a script note session for someone else's project, a new IP, a book, or anything in between. But if it's a new God of War game, it's really amazing to hear it's currently being worked on, even though it's in its very early stages. A while ago, Cory told Kotaku that he had plans for 5 more games down the road, although he himself said that he's just speculating. Even though he wants 5 more games, doesn't mean 5 more games is going to come. But that's insane considering how much of a complete game God of War felt. The game's story felt rich and there was content all over, so for him to still have plans or want 5 more sequels is insane. He also said the reason why the first God of War, the one we just got, took 5 years to create because the team had to figure out everything from scratch, and the technology with the engine wise wasn't really up to par and needed a lot of fixing. Although now we won't be waiting 5 more years for a sequel because they now have the building blocks to create almost anything they want, God of War is still a new release. The game has only been out for 4 months now, and I'm sure the people who worked on the game still need some more well-deserved rest. So I am not rushing this at all. If he is working on the sequel now, if he isn't working on it, it's completely fine because they all still deserve their rest. And no matter how long we're gonna wait, it's gonna be worth it at the end of the day because we know that there's not gonna be any loot boxes. We know it's gonna be pro-consumer with a very rich story with a ton of content similar to how this game was. But anyways, that's going to be the end of this video. Let me know your thoughts about a God of War sequel, and let me know your thoughts about Cory's tweet as well. I will be reading all of the comments as I always do. I'm going to be out of here. Thank you guys for listening. Deuces.